I wanted to share something with you that I have on my vision board. And I put this on there about 15 years ago when I developed my system. And it was really my mantra, or my personal mission statement to society. And this thing looks me in the face every single day. And it says, Tony, the guy who wants to help change the way America eats. Now I know that's a really huge, bold statement. And I know it's too big of a feat for a single person. But I also know that if I can inspire some of you, and then you in turn inspire somebody, and they in turn inspire somebody, now it's not just me, not just one. Now it is an army of people all marching for the same cause. And that's when big things can happen. That's when big change can happen. And I believe we're on the brink of a shift in society today. And it gets me excited because I've waited a long time for this. So as I get into my presentation, I want you to sit back and I want you to think about and see if you can identify with this, because I'm sure once I say this, a lot of you are going to go, yep, that's totally me. I should exercise more. I should probably eat healthier. I should take more time to take better care of myself, right? We all should, right? We know we should, but we lack the follow through, so we do with what I refer to as we should ourselves. So I asked the question, well, why do we should ourselves? And it comes back time and time again with the hundreds of people I worked with over the years. It comes back time and time again. I don't have the time to exercise. I don't have the time to eat or cook healthy meals. I don't have the time to take care of myself. Really? There's 168 hours in every single week, and we need less than a handful of those to actually achieve our health and wellness goals. So this kind of mindset sets us in paralysis from taking any action at all. None. I just had a great conversation with one of my clients a week ago, and in that conversation, he says, Tony, I can't believe with the few minor tweaks that you've helped me establish in my life, the huge difference it's made for me. I used to sleep 8 or 9 hours a night, and I'd wake up for the office and I'd feel tired, sluggish, almost in a depressed state. Now, I sleep 6 hours a night. I wake up, I'm focused, I'm energetic and ready to go. I'm like, well, look at it this way, Steve. You got an extra 14 hours a week to enjoy your life in any manner you want. What do you think you'd be able to do with an extra 14 hours a week? Not to mention the energy level that actually goes along with it. Do you think then you'd be able to achieve your health and wellness goals? Because then it would be a matter of two things, two components. One is the tools and guidance, which I can supply. And the next one is identifying your big why. So let me explain. When I work with my clients on a one-on-one or small group setting, I give them 2 projects to do right off the bat. The first one is fill out a 5-page questionnaire. And on this questionnaire are things like, what kind of diets have I tried before? What's my physical activity level like? What's my support system like at home? What kind of foods do I like? What kind of foods do I hate? What kind of foods do I crave? All these things give me a psychographic snapshot of this person and the obstacles and challenges that are actually holding them back from whatever it is they want to achieve, whether it's weight loss, whether it's better performance, whether it's getting off of medication. And then what I do is I send them home with a project. Take a day, 2 days, 5 days, whatever it is, and sit down and identify their big why. The reason why they believe this time it's going to be different. Why this time they can actually achieve their health and wellness goals. Now this why can't be something as simple as, I want to look better in a pair of jeans, or I have a wedding to go to, or I'm going on a trip. That's not sustainable. This why has to dig down right here. It's got to be deep. Maybe you have watched a loved one, maybe a grandparent or parent, suffer from an inflammatory or chronic illness for an extended period of time. Maybe you have a neighbor who's morbidly obese. Maybe you look in the mirror and go, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired all the time. I can't do this anymore. Or you don't have the energy to play with your kids or your grandkids. Each one of these things can signify a moment and launch you into taking the proper action to actually help you achieve your goal. So I challenge each one of you today as you leave here to walk home or out of here and go home and sit down and try to identify your big why, because I guarantee within finding your why, you will find a way. So as more of us are being challenged with our weight today, the amount of chronic disease that is plaguing society is growing at an equally astronomical rate. Now, nearly 70% of all Americans are overweight. We know this, right? And 1/3 of them are actually clinically obese. Equally so. Childhood obesity. Now, childhood obesity has went from mere 4% 25 years ago to now over 30%. And my question to you is why? Do we not owe better education to our children than that? Well, all of this unfolds. Very few experts seem to be focusing their challenge, their attention on the actual solutions that can combat and reverse this already runaway train, this epidemic that we've eaten our way into.